hurt can you really handle? Like, I genuinely think that's the big key, for being an entrepreneur. I see a lot of entrepreneurs, state, hey, how much uncertainty can you handle? How much, uncertainty can you put yourself in the position to be able to ingest, right? Well, I agree, but like, how much pain can you really handle? Like, how many days being broke as hell can you handle, right? Like, how many times can you watch like your other 24, 25, 26-year-old friends that just got like bachelor's degrees and master's degrees from like Maryland and Penn State making like $60,000, $70,000 a year? Like, how many days can you watch them take trips like to Aspen and do great things while you're sitting here working a part-time job, right? Working 2 days a week, because the other 5, you have to put in 16 hours a day just to pay your bills, right? Just to be able to pay just your bills and do nothing else and not really get to experience everything fully, right? Like, because that's what it takes to play the game. And that's one of the biggest things that I've been pushing to my clients and pushing to the people that I work with. Like, there are rules, right? Like, you have to play the game. Like, you have to understand the rules to this shit. Like, and pardon my French, but that's so true and so real. Like, for especially for my position, like, since I'm doing consulting and understanding the brain and the mind and really, allowing entrepreneurs to develop not only under my company, but allowing them to be developed as human being as well. Like, I gotta understand this stuff. I gotta study for like 4 or 5 hours. I can't just study for 30 minutes and read some like Bob Proctor book, which is great. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, I can't just read a book, right, for like 30 minutes and think I'm going to be able to bring massive value to the market. Like, it just doesn't work that way. Like, I have to put in 5-6 hours of studying a day. So that means I gotta wake up at 5:45, right? Maybe not go to sleep till like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, right? I have to, manage all my different sessions and make sure I'm bringing maximum value, right? Like, I have to understand the game that I'm playing before I even jump in and try to play it. So that's the big thing that I want to get across to a lot of entrepreneurs right now is, are you understanding the game? Are you action oriented? Meaning, like, are you doing instead of talking? Right? See, I see a lot of entrepreneurs like posting like hustle, right? Posting like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to be successful. Passion, empathy, right? Gratitude. I meditate. Like, I do these great things. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the next Mark Zuckerberg, whatever, right? But what I want to ask them is, why are you just talking, right? When I just saw on your newsfeed after you posted that picture of hustle, you were out here sipping like mochahinas or whatever, right? Chilling in like Puerto Rico, like not working for like 2 weeks, not building your business, not doing anything, right? And you're talking about hustle. Like, that's not hustle to me. Like, and so that's what Project LOV came from. And maybe I shouldn't have dropped that name because I'm still in the process of getting it together. But that's really what it's about. Is I think every single entrepreneur has a different perspective of business. Every single entrepreneur that is successful understands the rules, but their perception of the rules and their perception of the way you need to play the game is all different. And I think that a lot of value can be brought to entrepreneurs if they can really understand what modeling is. I know a lot of my network marketing clients talk about follow the trail of success, do what I do, and you'll have what I have. And that's so true if you really understand what the hell they're talking about. Like, from my perspective, I literally had to watch Tony Robbins, literally had to watch Gary Vee, literally had to watch Grant Cardone and like do exactly what they did to even have a chance to make my first dollar. Like, I literally got my style dressing wise from a few different guys, literally got my tonality, the way that I spoke, right? I literally used to like sleep with like Jordan Belfort and Grant Cardone in my ear to try to close people. Like, I literally had to take on the persona of them before I really was comfortable in my own skin. But realistically, I had to model. And I think when people say, do what I do, and you'll have what I have, I think they just hear it, right? And they're just like, cool, man. And like, that's it. And they're not really understanding it. Like, you have to literally do what they do, like down to your website, down to your visuals, down to the way that you dress, your marketing, the soft skills, the way that they think. You literally have to model them. And that's one of the biggest things that I've realized, man. And then finally, the reason why, I think a lot of entrepreneurs aren't successful, to kind of, finish this up, man, this whole rant that I've been doing for the past, like, 5 minutes is, I think that a lot of them are not looking to find people, right, that are like just smashing the game, that are killing it, right? And this is what I mean. I pose a question to myself literally every single day. Why am I not a millionaire yet? Like, why am I not making like millions and billions of dollars yet? Like, what is stopping me from doing what Tony Robbins is doing what, whoever, right? Like, Elon Musk, right? Doing what Bob, whoever's your god of entrepreneurship, why am I not to where they're at right now? And I pose that question, and then I build my processes, my actions, my daily activities around that. Right? Like, so I think that's one of the biggest questions that a lot of entrepreneurs are not saying to themselves. I think a lot of them are just settling and just like, okay, I'm not there yet. I'll get it if I keep working. Like, I'm posting a picture of hustle. Like, I'll keep doing whatever, right? Whatever I think is right. So they're not modeling enough. They're not playing the rules, like following the rules correctly. They're trying to like pave their own path in the rules. And then they're not building practices and processes and action steps daily, right? Not just once a month, like daily, based around the question and the notion of why am I not a millionaire yet? Why am I not fully happy yet? Why is my company not where I want it to be? Like, whatever their goal is, like, ask yourself why. Because what we know about the mind, as soon as you ask yourself that question of why, what's going to happen is you're going to start to dig down into your memory banks, and you're going to start figuring out, did I read something that could give me an answer? Do I know somebody that can maybe help me get to that next level? What the hell is going on? Like, your brain will start to search through your memory banks, and possibly, if you've done enough research, if you met enough people and ingested enough content, you may have the answer within your mind, but you have to give yourself the fighting chance to find the answer. And so, kind of just to wrap this almost 7-minute statement up, I love going in on this topic, man. It's all about perception. It's all about the way you look at entrepreneurship. It's all about your bottom line goals. But really, dude, I tell people all the time, I don't, listen to what you tell me. I watch. I really do. Like, I watch. And I got that from Gary Vee a long time ago. I watch. I'm watching every single entrepreneur, dude. I'm telling you right now. Mike Metzger, Peter Vooks, a couple guys that are kind of, I guess, are kind of in my range a little bit, right? I'm looking at the big boys. I'm watching all of them, and I'm coming hard. I'm coming fast. I'm watching them, right? I have to watch them. I have to see where they're at. I have to know what's happening with them. I'm not listening to what they're saying, right? I don't care. I got to watch. So let's take it down to any entrepreneurs that are trying to either get entrepreneurs under them or trying to hire somebody, whatever the case is going to be, or even a tip for them. Don't just tell me how much you want to hustle. Don't just tell me how hungry you are. Don't just tell me how much you want to grind, right? What are you doing? What are the action steps? What are the processes? What books are you reading? What calls are you making? What videos are you pushing out? Are you understanding what a growth mindset is, right? Like, dude, I've spent the last 3.5 weeks understanding SEO and really trying to get deeper into my social media and leveling up, right? Like, I have to always level up. Like, I put in the beginning of my day the most priority tasks that are going to allow me to level up, that are based around the question of why am I not a millionaire yet? Why is my company not doing $5 trillion a day? Like, why? Why? And then I apply the action. And so, again, I'm done now. That's the big thing, guys. Figure out, how you're going to model, what your true perception of reality is, what your true perception of entrepreneurship is, what are your bottom line goals, have self-awareness. And I even get into that, but that's a whole nother thing. But just really focus on asking yourself questions every single day, building practices and actions behind those questions. And then I promise you guys, at some point, you will give yourself a genuine, realistic fighting chance and at bat to be successful. And that's where I'm at right now. And that's what I really think.